Hello there. It's me. I haven't done any streaming for a while, but I thought I'd have a little bash at it. Here we are in Ark Survival Ascended. I've just booted things up, and first of all, we have character creation. Uh, there's actually a lot of options. I'm just going to hit the randomize button a few times. You can create all manner of freakish looking folks. Um, oh dear. The randomize button is not kind. You can make much nicer looking people than it is creating there. But fortunately, I made a little fellow earlier, because well, why not? Who looks a little bit more like me. Not an awful lot, to be honest, but close enough. I just want to make sure, am I using the right voice? Yeah, voice one is quite groany. You don't actually say very much. You mostly just grunt and scream and generally make sounds of great sadness. Anyway, we are starting off with the original Ark map, the island, which I've already managed to, because I did a little test earlier on sound. I've already uncovered a bit of the map. Actually, I think I did that in single player, the map uncovering. Now, you can start in any of these locations. Don't do that. You want these green ones down the bottom on the beach. And for reasons that will become apparent, I say always pick this one, the one in the bottom right. If you haven't played before, I mean, if you know what you're doing, then you know, knock yourself out. But if you try and start up there, you are going to get it. So, we hit spawn.
Are you the one I've been waiting for? You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith. While they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
We'll just fast forward through Bob there. I'll show you that second one in a moment. We awaken on a beach. We have no idea where we are. We know who we are. We are a human from some point in Earth's history. You might be a Roman. You might be a modern human. Whoever you are, you're not really supposed to be here. You don't reckon? For there are dinosaurs. And trees, and some volumetric clouds that I really need to get rid of. First thing to do, when logging in, is to eradicate the volumetric. Where's the other one? There we go. There we go. That fixes your frame rate out nicely. Doesn't look as pretty, but it really is like 15 FPS. to get rid of that. And Ark Ascended is it's an Unreal 5.5 game, like the new Conan update. So it's very, very pretty, but you do need a bit of a chunky computer to use it at its higher settings. I'm not using it at higher settings. These are actually very low settings, and it still looks gorgeous. But I'm keeping my eye on this fellow over here in the distance, because that creature, I've forgotten quite what it's called, but it is the reason why so many people bounce off Ark. Because they're only little, but they will absolutely spit poison in your face and kill you. Now, you don't actually need to worry about dying. I mean, you all die constantly. You shouldn't really worry about it, because there really isn't much of a penalty, except not really being able to. Now this is going to be slightly unpleasant. Oh, hello. Are you going to murder me? These are compies. I can probably just punch this to death if I'm lucky. And he's got a mate. Okay. Yeah, compies. This isn't great. I'm blocked off. Oh, am I going to die straight away? Let's not. Right, let's run this way. Compies are actually really, really feeble, but I haven't got my weapon yet. Now the music stopped, which suggests that they're not chasing me. Okay, I'm getting some thatch. That's no use. What I wanted some sticks. And hopefully I can pick up some rocks without having to punch the rock, because that's just not fun either. I am actually taking damage from punching the trees, as you'd expect, really. Let's see, I've got like one wood and a lot of thatch. I think I just picked up some rock. I'm pressing the E button as I run along. It's a little hard sometimes to tell which of these loose rocks, which of these are actually the loose rocks you can pick up. I'm actually going to just go and bother these plants. Okay, there we go. Because I could probably do with making sure I've got a little bit of food on me. Now, what is that? Is that on the compy again? Get off. Oh, you think you're going to get away, do you? No, you aren't. The compy doesn't have anything. Of course it doesn't have anything. Let's get that. Did I get any meat from that? I may still be getting attacked by another compy, yes. Now, the difficulty settings I'm using, as far as combat are concerned, are standard server settings. This is running on a server on my own computer. I just prefer that to... Yeah. No, you put me to trouble, so now I'm going to beat you up. If I had... I don't imagine I got any meat from killing that first compy. Oh no! More of you. Oh, and... yeah, okay, yeah, this isn't brilliant. I'd really like to be able to feed easily right now, but I didn't put any in my inventory. Eat. Oh, I just ate an anarcha berry. That wasn't clever either. Okay, I'm actually getting further away from where I'm trying to get to, but can actually level up, which would probably be a clever thing to do. I don't actually... Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. So let's actually put a couple of points into health. I will worry about that in a moment. Oh, wait, can I actually make a tool? I don't know if I've got enough bits yet. I do. Okay, yeah, let's I think. Yes. Okay. We have a stone pick. And that sound you heard was me defecating. There is a lot of poo involved in Ark. Now that fellow's much more friendly. That's a Moss Chops. Now, if you know me, you know that I love mods, and I do have a lot installed. But at this very moment, I have very few creature mods installed. I'm going to be introducing them as I go along, assuming I manage to make it to more than one episode. The exception to that is I am using Garuga's additional creature mods, the free ones at any rate. Oh, that's convenient. That's a supply drop just started doing its thing. Yeah, now, E is the button for general interaction. And actually, there we go. And most plants will give you you see over on the right, it's giving me various berries and fibre. Now, was that something horrible? So now I have a pick. And if I get a moment, let's just get this off a decent supply of stone. Now that achievement looking thing is new with the latest expansion. A stone pick is obviously rubbish, and I'm also rubbish at using it, so we work with what we've got. Now, getting back to where were we? Engrams. I can learn to make new things. I've just leveled to level... Oh, there's a lot of level 1 stuff. But what I want is an axe. Where are you, axe? Can't be too far off. Stone hatchet. There we go. And we'll get a spear as well, because you get some points. You get points every time you level. You actually have enough points to get pretty much all the vanilla stuff. Oh, as I was saying, yes, that's Moss Chops over there, and he's a lovely fella. Very friendly, easy to tame. You just hand him berries. Oh no, raw prime fish. Apparently, I thought it was berries. Maybe it used to be. There've been a lot of changes. That's another Moss Chops. The vegetarians are usually not too vicious. So, make an axe, because depending on what you hit an item with, and I'm just going to make a torch as well actually, because it's going to get cold. There is environmental concerns to worry about. I'm level 3 now. You level like anything. The first for a while, I should say. I'm just going to put that one into weight, and it's giving me some more points, but I'm not going to spend them just yet. A lot of that stuff there is from mods. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I get so easily distracted by everything. Yeah, I'm using Garuga's additional creatures mods, and mostly because a lot of them have been already integrated into the main game. You're a little funky there, but hopefully I can still access you. Yes. What have we got here? We've got some hide, we've got some raw meat, we've got a nice little club, and we've got some cooked meat. Well, I'll have all of that. Isn't there a button to just have it all? There we go. Now, the club will be quite handy for... Well, I'll show you that in a minute, actually. But yes, Garuga's mods have mostly been implemented into Ark itself, but I'm using the mods because they have extra variants. There's no variants if you just use the stuff that's been built in. And he tweaks them more often than... Oh, what's in there? That was me sliding my mouse off the wrong thing. Playing in a window. Because if I try and do this at my full resolution, because I've got a huge monitor, things will go. I've got a very extra wide monitor. It's not particularly high, but very wide. So if I try and play like that, it'll look weird, and but also devour my FPS in ways that I don't really need. But anyway, it's using an axe. You get a lot more wood than fibre from a tree. And we'll get ourselves a bit of pile. The other exceptions to the other creature mods I've got at the moment are just the noble otter, which is a very big otter, and I think Stiggy. I might be using as well at the moment, but I am using lots of quality of life stuff, and as you can see, it's added all sorts of extra recipes and things. Many of which are free at that, because it's just a way of giving them to you. Right, I am going to grab the various cloth. Do I have enough? I think I do. So I will not let. So I will no longer be walking around in my pants. Always a priority. Oh, you need hide for a couple of them. Or ridiculous amounts of fibre. Well, that's fine. I've got a hat now. And these give you cold and heat resistance as well, which is actually at this point quite important because you can overheat and you can also get too cold. In pure vanilla, these fellows here, I forget exactly what they're called, and I'll be able to see at a distance later. Well, they will steal stuff from your inventory, but that's super annoying. So I'm using a mod that stops them from doing that. It's just really aggravating because they can steal anything from your hotbar, and it's usually something incredibly valuable. And even though you're supposed to be able to get it back by killing them, often it vanishes into thin air. So we don't need any of that. Annoying mechanism. Anyway, as you can see, knowing when to run has kept me alive so far. Well, there's a lot of ways to die though. As I said, you can overheat, you can freeze, you can starve, you can run out of water. If you look in the bottom right corner, you'll see there's a water count. Oh, there was a water. Yeah, there is a water counter. I've just filled it up by having a little drink because the oceans are fresh water. So apparently. When it's hot, your water goes down faster. I mean, you can carry water around with you once you've set yourself up. Now, what I should probably do, because my goal, right over there, where the blue beam is coming up, that, my friends, is Herbivore Island. It is the Promised Land. It is the place where every new player should try to get to. So let's try to do that. But you can't make a raft for quite a while, and I've got that wretched poison-spitting fiend in my way. However, I do have an axe now. Now, you've got creatures and myself. We've all got health, as you can see here. We've also got torpidity. And when you run out of torpidity, you pass out. You fall unconscious. Obviously, if you run out of health, you're dead. And the club does a lot more torpidity than it does damage, so it's useful for knocking things out, so you can tame them. Knocking things unconscious and sticking food in their inventory is how you tame a lot of things. But I don't really have the materials to do much of that. I could probably get myself some... hang on, let me just... Yeah, my food situation is lousy, so let's just I think hold down E. I shouldn't eat the narco berries because they give you torpor. You'll eat a lot of berries. I also got some cooked fish meat. You'll see also things have a spoil time. I've extended the spoil time from the default, but not by a massive amount. But there's storage and all sorts of things that you can do to extend. Is it Q? Yeah, I'm just trying to put the axe away so I can actually harvest. I just want to make sure I've got enough berries and I don't starve to death. Berries also give you a little bit of water as well, so they're quite handy for that if you're travelling. I should mention that when the spoil time runs out, you only lose one off the stack. So if you've got a big old stack, it's not really a big deal anyway. It's not like you're going to lose, all your stuff. So you always want to, if you can, keep everything at home in a great big stack. And ideally in a fridge or some device although there are more primitive devices than refrigerators. I should probably explain a little bit about where we are. As I said, you are a human from any point in modern human. When I say modern human, I mean recorded history, ancient Egyptian, Japanese, Shogun. Helena, who we met a little while ago in the in that video, in the cutscene, is a modern day oceanographer, I think, which is a biologist, much like myself in real life. I've decided that this fellow is a Victorian, because there's a lot of steampunk stuff. So he's let's put it this way. Pretty much everyone who turns up can comprehend the concept of a stone axe. Though I imagine the more primitive folks are probably rather better at it if you want to be realistic about it. But yes, steampunk inventor, and he's a physical wreck. Now, I'd quite like to get across that body of water. But the oceans are a very important part of Ark. There's a lot to explore in the oceans. And there's an awful lot that will kill you. And I'm still worried about that thing over there. But you probably can't even see. But in the distance there is a nasty little dinosaur. The beach is what you might call the easiest place on the island, so things get a lot bigger. But there will be piranhas in the water, in the river. Oh, here we go. Here's a Roman compy. Well, I've got an axe now, so you're going to regret that. I can't see how hurt it is, but I imagine he's enjoying that. And now I'm going to hit it with an axe. It helps if I actually hit the creature, not... There we go. We get to meat and hide out of that. I can't remember which is better for hide and meat, whether it's the pickaxe or the regular axe. But I've got some meat, and that's the main thing. And I'm going to need a bunch of hide. Now, can I just scoot round you? I'm a little warm. Now, I think piranhas you don't get a lot in the ocean, but in the river definitely. Yeah, and there's all sorts of horrible things in there. So those are sockeye salmon, I think, or something like that. Some sort of salmon, and they'll go for you as well. So let's wait until we have a boat. Has he noticed me? I don't know if that's even... I think that might just be an Oviraptor. I'm not going to... Well, you can get stuff to be able to see what things are exactly with a little bit more finesse. Oh, hello! Nutrition grain. Nice to see you. Although you were just here to advertise AI viewers, which I don't require. Thank you very much. My experience is I get a lot more viewers when I transfer this over to YouTube, but I figure I may as well stream anyway. Now let's find a safe spot and see what recipes. I think they call them engrams, but recipes is so much more. Rolls off the tongue, you know. Yes, I find most of the people who visit me on Twitch are trying to sell me something, which is a great shame. But that's, you got to do what you got to do. Oh, I've got to actually put some points into things. No, right. Let's actually go over what all these do. Health is obvious. Stamina is your energy. You'll need that for sprinting and fighting. When you try and do anything really, you can use a bit of stamina, but it regenerates pretty fast. Oxygen is mostly matters when you're underwater. Food is how high you can stack up your internal food supply. You just mouse over food and hit E, and it'll devour them. So you should see food level going up a little bit. Oh, yes, I should also say you don't eat food instantly. There's a sort of... You start eating it and then it'll slowly tick up. Different creatures like different berries. Oh, I actually found some seeds. That's good. I want seeds. What I want is narcoberry seeds, really, but... Oh, right, I was going through what everything else does. Water, once again, that's your internal water supply. They're not worth putting points into, in my opinion. Weight, on the other hand, is. Now, I've actually, on this server, I've doubled the amount of benefit you get from a point into weight, and also the same for fortitude. Because I found, last time I played, Ark Ascended's weather was a little more extreme than I remember it in Ark Evolved. But it's only doubled, so it's not going to help that much compared with actual clothing. Melee damage, obviously it's how much damage you do when you hit, but it's also the amount of resources you get when you're mining or harvesting or anything like that. Crafting skill means you're making better items when you craft, although it doesn't really kick in until you're using crafting devices. I don't think it affects what I'm doing in my inventory. Most stuff later on you have to do an actual smithies and crafting benches and things. but for now we can get away with just doing it in our inventory. I think there used to be a speed stat, but I think they removed it. Anyway, I'm just gonna put that into melee damage just because it's more for the harvesting than anything else. There's a lot of prefab buildings that I am actually quite fond of. There was a mod I used to use in Ark Ascended there was a whole range of wonderful mods by somebody called Eco, but they haven't been transferred over, and I miss them greatly. But I did find some more prefabs. But for the most part, your building is going to be... So I think I can do these. What level am I? I lose track a little bit because it happened so fast. You're not going to tell me, are you? Well, fine. Let's just make sure we've got what we need. I'm probably going to need a campfire. Did I already get the regular campfire? I may have done. There's a lot of various modded things. There's your water skin for carrying water around. That's your basic water container. A box would probably be a very good idea. So let's do that. And I'm not on points again, but that's fine, because I'll have a look in a moment. Can I make a box right now, or do I need to go and... what do I need? I need a bit more thatch. Oh, that's easily achieved with pickaxe and a tree. If I remember rightly, the trees can fall on you if you're really, really unwise. But they will generally fall away from you. But just keep your wits about you when you're knocking trees down. And I mean, you really can't go wrong with melee damage or health. So, what have we got? We can do these now. We've got some steampunk stuff there, but that's all very advanced compared with what I actually need right now. I'm reluctant to actually make a thatch building because thatch really is just so poor. But let's see. I may have to. Oh, I'll make that box anyway. I can actually turn off the whooshy transitions between screens. I hadn't thought about doing that. It probably save a little bit of time. Now, if I drop that box into my skill bar, as you can see, the sun is beginning to go down. So I'm going to head back this way as much as I can without getting it. And then I'm just going to put this box down, and then it gives me somewhere to keep things, so I'm not weighing myself down while I'm harvesting. And then I can harvest my little art out. It's mostly a relief to not have to be punching trees anymore, because that hurts. The tortoises, I will actually run up to him and find out, remind myself exactly what they're called. And then I will promptly forget again. But they're quite hard to tame because they're so robust. But, oh, he's left an egg. But I'm going to leave that alone. Oh wait, it's a Hesperornis egg. No, I'm going to leave it alone. Things get upset if you... oh, there we go, yes, Carboneris. robust, slow, can swim. Right, so if I'm not entirely sure what just happened. I wasn't trying to craft another one. Oh, I move the blueprint over rather than the... okay, well, there we are, live and learn. And I only lost a little bit of wood. So, let's just... Well, I can place it on the beach. I could put it on there. I could put it there. There we are. And one of the meat's spoiled. So anyway, let's just move. Oh, there we go. T. Transfer everything over. So I'm. Oh, wait. I want some pants. I need a load more. Oh wait. What did I need? Pants and boots. Well, yeah, I just need loads of fibre. I'll do that. Got to be situationally aware. Are you at the harvest yet? I'm not sure you are. I think that might not actually be a. I think that might be a herb for gathering from, rather than something I can chop. Right. Give me some pants. Oh wait, no, I was just gathering loads and loads of thatch. Fibre. Oh no, fibres from gathering plants. Silly man. It probably isn't going to be very noticeable, but I should be gathering slightly more with any given attempt now. But yeah, like I said, people bounce off Ark a lot because it's quite unforgiving, but it's not that unforgiving. I mean, it's not like I was doing any ninja moves against the things that attack me. There's some sort of horrible shark over there, and that's also why we do not go swimming at this point. Not sure what that is. Fish sonar. I automatically have the ingredients for making. Sorry, the recipe for making that. You can dye these. I'm not sure anyone ever does. And I'm not sure how, actually, if I'm being completely honest now. Where did I leave those boxes? Oh, over there. So, I do have a whole load of creature mods. They're installed on the server, but they're not activated. So, oh, and something has broken. Now, when things break, what we can do is move that. Can I actually do it just straight from my? I can. There we are. It's gonna require. It's gonna use a little bit of resources, presumably a bit of wood and stone, And there we go. It's good as new again. So while things do break down, you can fix everything. Which is actually quite generous by ARK standards. Now, I should say we've seen the common creatures that turn up around here, but you do, especially on a server, which this is, get things moving in from the north, and they can be a lot nastier. A lot of flint, which we will need for gunpowder. Making a lot of stone. Am I using the wrong thing for it? Oh, okay, apparently regular axe is what you want for stone. There we are. I say I'm rusty. Pickaxe is what you want for metal. I know that much. I am getting a lot of. Not that I need it right now. There's some excellent metal nodes over on it. Oh! No, I want to leave that egg alone because they will usually, those birds will job me if I mess with their eggs. Even if they're herbivores. Do not mess with people's eggs unless you really mean to. So, I'm just gonna just moving everything over, just so I'm not weighed down, because being weighed down is super unhealthy. So I got a bit of metal. A little bit of metal. Lots and lots of metal. Eventually. Did I just mess with that guy's egg? Because I forgot. No, it's over there. Right. Gathering some thatch in case I do decide to make terrible thatch building. But you need the thatch building recipes anyway to get the wooden one. Let's do health. Right, what have we got? We've got beds. We've got some fancy stuff. No, I haven't got any silk. I don't think there's even silk on this map. A lot of these things are because you can travel between maps. A lot of them involve resources that don't actually exist on the island. But I do recommend that the island is where you start, unless you've got strong reasons to be somewhere else. Where's the floor? Floor. I'm clearly being inept. I'm having trouble seeing where the floor is. I mean, there's the MSV floors, but that's not what I'm looking for. Pillar. Foundation. There we are. So that's a quarter foundation. Triangle and quarter. I want the regular. Regular foundation. Floating thatch foundation. Oh, there we are. Thatch foundation. And thatch. These other ones, KJ and ASR, the reason they're free is because they're just versions from mods of these that are improved in some way. And I probably want to have a roof. So let's see, what do I need? Thatch, fibre, wood. Now things do get a little dicey at night. Not on the bed. Give me all your fibre. I must increase my melee attack. Eventually, if you're actually meleeing dinosaurs, you're doing something wrong. Unless they're really trivial. Because you don't melee a T-Rex. That's just foolish. Something that a lot of new players miss is that the whole point is to tame dinosaurs, to get them to do it for you. You tame dinosaurs so you can tame bigger dinosaurs. But also you tame dinosaurs with really useful utility powers. You tame dinosaurs through the harvesting. Because they're much better at harvesting than I am. Right, and it's getting a bit cold. Now, my options for heat, I do have that which will help. I'm not sure what it's. Tell me what the actual temperature is. I don't think it says. But you can see a snowflake down in the bottom right. So that does mean that I'm suffering somewhat from... Let's see, what do I need for this stone? I could try and murder that, but... Oh! Where did he come from? Fortunately, it's just a compy. He's level 90. Okay. A bit more hide. So I'm not going to start any fights that I don't have to at the moment. Hopefully I can make a campfire now. There we are. As I said, has to be said, I should say. I was trying to say several words at once, which never works with but one mouth. Exerting yourself also creates heat. So having a run can help if you're in the process of freezing to death. Let's make a campfire, and I can just. I don't want to. Oh, here, have all my wood. Well, what can we make? I think I put some meat in, didn't I? I did. Now, first of all, you can see I'm not cold anymore, and we've got some light. It's not particularly dark. Oh, it's a full moon, that's why. And I accidentally put the fire out, which I always blooming do. Because what I actually want to do is access the inventory, which you hold down here for, not what I did. Well, let's try and cook some meat. And that's going to happen automatically. Meat. And that means I can put these berries in because I will not be needing to lug them around. I'm going to want to use the narco berries for making poison. But mostly, what you really want to do is farm these. As in grow them as a crop. But you need a seed for that. That's what I'll be doing over on the island once I'm ready to go. Oh, maybe I'll get a bit closer to the fire. There we are. Being indoors also helps with temperature. Right, let's see what new things we can make. That's what I want. Is a raft, but I don't think that's coming up just yet. Got a lot of fancy walls and things for appearance, really. The wooden club, well, I've already found one. Good for knocking things out. We've got some crop plots. The spyglass, but I think I need some crystal for that, and I don't have any, but I am going to actually, I'll leave that alone for now. I will pick up, if you pick up something that has a prerequisite, you'll also buy the you also get the prereq as well, so I will be needing a bed because that's how you set your spawn points, and you can also use it to move around a bit as well. A raft is coming up at some point. So let's just harvest away, get yourself some more XP. You get XP for fighting as well, but at this stage, the XP is coming in so thick and fast that it's... Oh! I don't know who that was. But it's not trying to murder me, so it's probably fine. Well, yeah, I was talking about Helena. There's Helena and her friends have left the island a long time ago. I don't know how long exactly. But you still find their books and signs of their passing. They moved on to Scorched Earth and much further. After that, it was quite a while ago. If you've seen the cartoon, there's a cartoon show of Ark, which has all those characters in. It's a parasaur. Now that's actually useful. But it's run off into the water. Parasaurs are good swimmers. The different species actually have swim stats, so some are good swimmers and some are not. What was I saying? Oh yes, long time ago. Oh yes, the cartoon. Butterfly Mind. I haven't actually seen the cartoon, but I know the main characters, and at that point in Ark history, the whole place seemed a lot more populated. But of course, in the present, the players are considered all the people. And while I'm the only person on this little mini server of mine, you can play online with an awful lot of people if you want. There's PvP servers. Can't say that appeals to me, but because I like building, and when I'm building things, I really don't want people blowing them up or killing my dinosaurs. So no, PvE for me. Thank you very much when it comes. Hello. Oh, are you really? You're doing that, are you? I'm not sure if this was a good idea. But this went the wrong way, so I guess I'm winning. My axe broke. Okay, so let's fix the axe so I can actually... I keep forgetting how to do everything. Oh, I need a little bit of thatch. Because I want to use the axe to harvest that beastie. No. Really? I can't see what it was. Oh, flint. I could just get it all out of my box. That would be the sensible thing to do. Now everything's broken. There's E to repair. And we have a little queue we can put them into. And everything's fine. Now, needless to say, better can I actually find a creature? Oh! Oh, that's not great. I've lost the bird. Have you heard about the bird? Because if that thing finds it, that creature over there, that finds where I left my dead bird, it will eat it. Did you eat my bird? Well, that's just marvellous. Losing my food, 'cause I am a buffoon. That was some buffoonery. I really ought to have paid a little bit more attention. I'm sure somebody watching in the future is going to go, "It's right there! What are you doing, Hawk?" And you will be right. You'll be right to do so. Keep looking at those twigs, thinking it looks a bit like a bird. It is not. Well, bother. How vexing. I did chase it quite a long way though. Oh no! That's a Therizinosaur, I think, and that will remove my face. Suddenly not interested in finding that Hesperides anymore. Those things, they're herbivores, but they're incredibly aggressive and utterly lethal, and carnivores are terrified of them. And I'm getting really hungry, so let's find that meat I was cooking. Let's not turn the fire off. we've got food. There we are. And it's also making charcoal, which is quite useful. It does get through your wood though. But it's not that much wood. A couple of trees worth of whacking. Now, as you can see, let's stop going up, I'll eat another one. Meat is quite effective for increasing your food supply. And it does. Give you a little regen buff as well, I think. Or maybe that's prime meat. Right. What am I doing? Oh! I should set my other thing I should mention. This is new. There's this is a whole skill tree thing going on. That's connected to the Lost Colony DLC that just came out. And I know nothing about this, other than that I noticed there are some fishing ones. And I'm probably going to waste all my points on fishing related powers, when I could be, learning all sorts of amazing things. Milestones. I have noticed. Basically, this is how you get your points. There's it's flying, so it's probably not a problem. Because I did play a single player game for a little while just to get the sound levels right, and the milestones were different. So I think it picks 3 milestone paths, and you can just do any one of them, and then you'll get your 3 points. And I will river forage, harvest 25 raw fish meat, loot 1 beaver dam. That's very doable. That's very doable. To be honest, that's very doable. They're all doable. Some of them are only done on specific servers, but I think you always get some that are. Oh right, I see. Those ones are the Lost Colony specific ones, which is why I haven't got any points in fibre. But the global ones you can do anywhere, or hopefully anywhere. More melee damage from me, thank you very much. And let's see, we've got paintbrush, we've got that, slightly disturbing. Once again, it's flyers on the beach are not going to be causing me any issues because I have the stealing turned off. Oh, however, oh, you poisoned me. Well, I'm going to hit you with that's the horrible thing. Yes, you may well run away. Oh, it's a Dimorphodon. Hello. I'm quite tempted to try and tame you. No, they're a knockout tame. I don't feel like fighting it right now. But they're quite fun. They'll put my shoulder. They're just little dinky, I don't know whether they count as pterosaurs or what, but dinky little flyers. I'm sure I was saying something before I got interrupted. Oh, I was looking at the engrams I've just unlocked. Because I do like the bowler. Also the parasaur saddle. don't know where the ships, then I'm going to get a boat. So let's just keep hitting things. Keeping away from that Therizinosaur. I'm probably butchering some of the names. I'm definitely going to need a lot of wood for the raft, so let's do that. Now, if you are playing with other people, you can create tribes and share your dinosaurs. I haven't tamed anything yet, but I will. Probably not today. As I said, there's actually a very active PvP servers. Just doesn't appeal to... Oh, I'm encumbered. So I'm a little slow now. I don't suppose I can put points in? No. Has that Therizinosaur got in between me and my boxes? Horrid thing. Now, aggro radius. You've got to sort of just eyeball it because it's different with different creatures. But you can help by crouching. Like stealth mode. Or if you're really wanting to be stealthy, you've got lying prone. There's also gear and dinosaurs that can help you with that as well. I prefer playing first person when I'm on foot, but you've always got the option of third person. Has it gone? I could probably get into the water a little bit. Oh, there it is. Oh no! Now I'm getting myself hypothermia, and I'm starving. Let's actually pay attention to your needs. It's because I'm cold and wet. It's getting through my food faster to create heat. So let's eat some berries as well. Saving the narco berries and the medro berries, because medro berries are usually better for taming than regular ones. Eating all these things might actually help my encumbrance a bit. Yum yum yum. All that fibre. Okay, I should have been paying attention. I didn't see where it went. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna declare that area off limits for now. Let's make another box. This will not be the last box I make either, I'm sure. Oh, automatically went into the bar because I'd made one before. Distracted. So yeah, leaving boxes of stuff everywhere. I mean, you can pretty much build as much stuff as you want anywhere. Unless server admin placed a limit on it. can... Do I need to knock you out? Little baby parasaur. Parasaurs are a very good starter mount, but as I don't really have the... I don't really fancy trying to knock it out with a club. Not a level 105 one anyway. Right, let's keep harvesting. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure how exciting this is going to be for people, because I'm not getting eaten. But part of the purpose of this was to show that it's really not that. You know, you don't have to bounce. You just have to be a little bit careful. And when you do get eaten, because I will get eaten any moment now, probably, you just pick yourself up. And, you know, keep on going. The prize I'm particularly looking for is a narcoberry seed. That would be lovely. Preferably more than one. Or any seed really. Rock carrot seed would be good. There's vegetables as well as berries you can grow. And mods add various things, add various crops as well. But I don't know whether... I don't have any crop specific mods, but there might be some lurking in more generalized mods that I've got. Oh, okay. That I might see if I can actually make it to that supply drop. No, you're fine. That's I forget what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's a seer moth. Oh, Phomia. Phioma. Passive. Herbivore anyway. I think an ancestor of pig, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this is a green one, so it should be slightly better than the one I got last time. Now you might ask yourself, what are these things? Where are they coming from? Why am I on this beach anyway? Nobody knows at this point. Well, but obviously, very obviously, as Helena realised very quickly, because you might first think, oh, I've gone back in time. There's dinosaurs everywhere. Oh, no, that requires survival level 15 to open, and I am not survival level 15. I will be pretty soon, but I'm not right now. But she's a biologist. She quickly notices that all these creatures didn't exist at the same time. You got weird mammals, you got dinosaurs. Even on the beach, I mean, there's just none of these things existed together. And obviously there's the slight detail of there being giant glowing spires in the distance as well. I think they call them obelisks, but I call them spires because that's more what they look like to me. But yes, you've also got these things coming down with supplies. So very clearly, you have not gone back in time. You are somewhere else entirely. And it's not the Earth. It's not the sky of Earth. Can we see the moon? I don't think it's our moon. and they noticed a lot of other things. They noticed a load of stuff that didn't make any sense. It's like how easy it was to tame animals. I mean, they hung a light on that. You could just completely, perfectly tame animals ridiculously fast, and then they wouldn't eat you anymore. It's like, what? So they knew it wasn't normal. Things were afoot. But yeah, in the animated series and in the storyline, you've got various tribes of people. You've got a bunch of Romans running around. I don't think they were all Romans to begin with, but their leader was a Roman, and so I imagine he made them all dress like Romans, because you're not going to magically or be able to find. You're not going to find a bunch of Romans very easily out of random people from throughout history. But yeah, there's Helena. There was Dr. Rockwell, who is also a Victorian, steampunk scientist guy. Not as nice as me, shall we say? That was my Wen. There's Bob, of course. We'll find out more about. Oh, yes. Would you like to meet Bob? I'll introduce you.
You know, kid, sooner or later, you're gonna have to talk about it. What are you drawing over there, anyway? Hey, that's not bad. And this is you over here, with this dum-dum?
Don't be mean to Honker. No, I don't want to talk about him.
He's your dad, Mika. Now, I may not know a lot, and I made plenty of my own mistakes back in my day, but I do know one thing. Families gotta stick together.
Well, why don't you go tell him not to be such a stinky dino goon?
That's just not how it works, Mika. Look, maybe old Uncle Bob here can shed some light on the situation. About why the big man thinks the way he does.
Wait, you knew my dad before all this? So, were you also on the, what did he call them? The Arks?
Yeah, those. Say, have I ever told you the story about how Dad and I saved everyone together?
You were there? You were one of the heroes?
Well, yeah, sure. In fact, you might say that I was the most important part of the whole story.
Okay.
Go ask Santiago yourself if you don't believe me.
No! I want you to tell me, Uncle Bob.
All right, then. Let's start at the very beginning. On a faraway tropical island surrounded by sparkling blue water. That island was the first time I ever saw big, dumb lizards like Honker here. And it was the first place I ran into her.
And there we go. Bob and the kid and Santiago are apparently off the Arks now and sort of way ahead in the timeline than we are. But Bob is reminiscing and exaggerating and telling the kid about his time on the island, and basically it's a DLC. That's from a DLC that added some extra stuff to this map, Scorched Earth, and I think Aberration or Extinction, one or the other. And I have no idea who Santiago is, to be honest, except that he's played by Vin Diesel, and he is apparently the leader of the survivors over at that point. But they're off the Arks and they're having a lovely time, and I'm still stuck here. Helena's waiting for me, apparently. Oh, did it go away? It sort of went away. Let's quickly sprint over here. My campfire's run out of fire. Did I find any more meat? No, because I let that bird hide while dead. Yeah, let's have a bit more weight capacity. So what have we got? We've got crop plots, bows. Yes, that is what we want. Apparently, I need slingshot engram as well. We've got bows, and we're going to need stone arrows, and that's all we've got right now. Right, so let's make a bow. This is the civilized way of fighting. And you want flint thatch. Just throw it all into my inventory. So we'll have a bow. Not a very good bow, but a bow nonetheless. Oh, I should make a spear as well while I'm at it. You can throw them, but it's a bit pointless. This particular one, there's reusable ones that are rather more useful. I'm just going to blow all my resources on making arrows because they're just really good. And I will be able to turn them into tranquilizer arrows once I get things sorted. Yes, I wouldn't personally throw a spear at this point, but it does have a little bit more reach. Oh crap! It was thinking about it. There are different stages of aggro, so I think I got away with that. But and I'm a bit encumbered again, so I'm just going to dump everything over here instead of over there. As you can see, I've now got a lovely pile of arrows, which I am not going to attempt to shoot the Therizinosaur with, because he will eat me. But could shoot him. I'm not sure I want to. Where are all the dodos? Ah, there's a dodo. I think. Usually the beach is full of dodos. That's not a dodo, that's a baby parasaur. Oh, fine, I'm gonna shoot this guy. He's got distracted by the idea that if he eats that, he'll get his health back. Yeah, Dilophosaur. Naughty things. Anyway, that was quite fun. These are obviously small, feeble dinosaurs. Much greater Terraland is ahead of us. Oh, Triceratops has joined the throng. Hello. Oh, I think you've got babies as well. Baby. Or juvenile. Two juveniles. I'm definitely not going to bother her. Triceratops are a lot more dangerous than Phiomia. Anyway, yes, continuing to hit trees. What's my food situation like? Oh, it's fine. Oh, I'm glad the sun's out. The thing with Bob is that he never seems to wear anything more than pants. Which I don't quite understand. Yeah, I walked into the jungle and now it's too darn hard. I can hear. I cannot. Oh, there it is. Yeah, trying to get that is probably just a really bad idea. Oh, it's not that deep into the. Let's. Okay, we'll crouch and see what the situation is. There's probably no raptors there, but. Oh, tell you what, it's full of nice stuff. Let's have all that. Oh, I'm very unencumbered. I'm gonna walk very slowly back. Actually, I think I will. So I don't. Actually, I'm standing now, and it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. And I'm too. This is why you train dinosaurs, so they can do all the carrying for you. However, I think we've gotten away with it. Oh, there's some flappy, some giant insects. That's probably not. I don't know how safe that is to go now. I don't think they're terribly tough, those ones. So I'm going to hope it ignores me. Yeah, there are insects. I should warn you in advance, there are spiders and snakes. If you happen to be someone who is excessively affected by those. But they're not everywhere. I mean, we haven't seen any yet. I mean, they're in the jungles, basically, in the swamps, in the case of snakes. Oh, I'm freezing to death. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's actually put this shirt I got on, because it's got better cold resist than the one I'd made. That's a scent with cloth gloves. Got some smart powder. Got a nicer club. Well, that worked out pretty well. Yeah, the temperature just seems to fly around between extremes a lot more than it did in well, in my opinion. But maybe that's just how I remember it. Actually, I haven't seen any dino do yet. I think that hasn't gone wrong with my graphics settings in that regard. I mean, the graphics are being a bit funky, as you can see. But of course, I'm running a server, playing the game, and also streaming, all on the same machine. So it's quite a lot going on. I found another campfire. Activity. Needless to say, cloth clothes are not top tier. There's a lot of fancy armour you can make. Right, I'm going to give myself a little bit of fortitude, just to help with the temperature situation. And okay, we're on to wood buildings, which is what we wanted. So let's get that. And what do we need? Wood walls and wood ceiling. So, what do I need for these? Thatched fibre and wood, still. Darn it. If I sing it, I will remember it. Okay, we need... Oh, stop shivering. Yes, we need four. Four is exactly what we need. And... some thatch. More thatch. I'm just being a shivery person. Yeah, I need 4 foundation, 4 ceiling, 8 walls. Jobs are good. And done the ceiling. We need... Why can I only make one of those? Oh, so I need because they need a ton of wood. And I need to eat or I'm going to die. Yeah, I can't see my own poo, and I can't see dinosaurs' poo, so I don't know if that's something that's gone wrong. Because tragically, I actually need it to grow cards. Believe me, I would much prefer it if I did not have to deal with so much poo. He's very grunty, but he's not as grunty as he could have been. Anyway, there are all sorts of little messages and books and things lying around all the maps. I do intend to find them all and let them all play out because they've got voiceover. I'm just not looking for them right now. Meat. I do have another campfire that I found. So we'll run back to box number 2. Make one more of those, and then I can throw the rest in here. Some rub. I need more wood. But first I will place some foundations. So well, it's going to make a very, very, very basic little house, and I'm doing it out of wood rather than thatch, because thatch is just pants and breaks at touch of anything. there we go. That's sort of my idea of the minimum size for a very basic hut. Now I just need to make 8 walls. I've already made the ceiling because I got confused as to which one was which. I don't know how to make a door yet. So... Oh yeah, you need a load of wood as well. Alright. Fine, we'll just keep on going. Let's see. It's got some saddles, some ladders, wood spike wall, which is quite useful. Cementing paste, which will come in. I do need to make a door. And you can make doorways, but you really want a door in that doorway. You know, you want it to keep the dinosaurs out. Though to be clear, wooden buildings will not stop every dinosaur at all. But we're on the beach, so we're not up against the worst. I mean, a Therizinosaur will just tear it apart. But you know, you gotta work with what you got. There's my. I need some flint. Oh, and I'm starving again. Well, I think I've got some berries. This becomes so much less of an issue later, food, but creepy insect. Oh yes, Meganura. Not aggressive apparently. So there's that. Grab some fruits out of there. Yes, I must have missed this episode not quite as soon as I expected it to be, but I appreciate everyone who watches. You got to think, well, the thing is, I don't want it to be too thrilling because that would involve me getting eaten. And I think showing you how to not get eaten is probably more useful. We've got saddles and triangles and things. Nothing I care about right now. I should say all these trees will magically grow back eventually. As indeed all the rocks, even more magically. Ooh, magic rocks. Oh wait, I'm not even hitting the tree. There we go. I was obtaining I need thatch now. Yeah, dinosaurs are so much, or when I say dinosaurs, I mean any creature that can be tamed, really. Walk around in circles. They're all so much better at harvesting than we are, like, for the most part. I have managed to devastate the tree situation near my chest. Walking into the forest is a very good way to get yourself up. But this is, as I said, this is the easiest place you can go, so things will get much tastier. But first I want to get a set up on Herbivore Island and do some taming. Ah, there we go. That's a nice medium animal feces. Maybe I just wasn't. I think maybe I was expecting them to look rounder. I think they used to. But yeah, no, they're more embedded in the ground than they used to be. They used to be like sitting like almost perfect spheres on the floor. And yeah, as I said, tragic. It saddens me deeply that I need to collect them, but I do. Right now, if you look down at the bottom here, I can switch between various. Oh no, that just flips. That's not what I'm trying to do. Is what I want. Oh crap! Aye. Well, that was unfortunate. I think I overheated. Why are you not letting me respawn? Oh, okay. I didn't like the way it said random location, but and you're back, and lo and behold, you've got that brand new body, and you've still got a chip in your arm. I don't know what I died of then. I think it must have been heat. See, there's a lot going on underwater. There's a lot of resources down there and horrible fish. Caves and all sorts. Anyway, There's a coelacanth in front of me. Turn the propellers. And there's some dead guy. And there we are, right as rain. Did I? Oh wait, did I just put them back on him? Foolish man. Yes, that was them. Was I me? Oh. This all makes sense once you're used to it. There we are. And then, of course, you can't leave it go around. And yeah, you do get meat out of that. Let's not think too hard about. It reminds me a little bit of Ultima Online, where I had this great big pile of mystery meat that came from all manner of sources. Anyway, what I was trying to do before I was rudely interrupted by death was try and put some windows in. I should probably not get too carried away with windows though, because things can get in. Things will come through the windows. Being foolish. I think I should probably have a window there actually, so I can see what's out there before I go opening the door. And then I've got some ceilings. As you can see, building is fairly simple. There are far more useful or more interesting building parts than these, but you don't have to be Bob the Builder to be able to make something that's not hideous and will keep you alive. Now something else I'd like to make is a bed. What do I need for a bed? Thatch, wood, hide. I don't think I've got enough hide. I mean, I can try sneaking over to my other chest. I think the Perezinus has wandered far enough away. If that turns out to be called something completely different, I do apologise, but I'm not going over to check, because it will eat me. But I think if that's what my memory is telling me, that's what it's called. What was it? Wooden thatch. One of my priorities is taming a flyer quite early on. Well, I shouldn't. What I mustn't do is ignore the heat. But as you see, if you die, you just hopefully can get your stuff back. I've got a mod. I've got a mod installed for retrieving your stuff if you can't get it back easily. But usually you can just go and get it and turn your body into cat food. So I'm gonna make that one, which is a modded version that has some storage. So now I have a bed. Has to be placed on foundation. This one does. I'm not sure if they all do. And let's actually put it a sensible distance away from the windows. And then I can... Well, I can sleep. That doesn't seem to do very much. Oh, there we go, you gotta lie down. If there was more than one, oh, there we go. And then I've got up again. And now I'm jiggling around. Oh, disaster. Why? Why did I do that? Now, if I had more, you can fast travel between beds. That bed's now a option for me to respawn if I do die. But if you have multiple beds, you can travel between them. The only thing is you leave your stuff behind. And that's why I made this particular version, because it's supposed... Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to pick this bed up. Did that help? No it didn't. I'm just going to wiggle around. Oh, I think it's because I built over water. I made the ceiling too low, I think, and when I got out of bed, it sort of bounced me under the ground. I'm just making a mess now. Oh, there we go. I'm fixed. Well, that's annoying. But let's just fix the... It's alright, I've got a plan. Ding, ding, ding. Did I get the door? Make myself a ladder. Is that door? That's a thatched door, that will do. I'm not gonna fuss. I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm gonna stay here. Right, so. There we are. Absolutely stupid place to put your bed. Well, at least it doesn't trap me. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that much sorted. Let's just have a little bit more melee damage. Ah, we've hit level 15. This might be when I get a bed. So not a bed, a ship. Where are you, ship? Oh, come on. Crafting terminal, flare gun. We got Adobe building, which is mostly a scorched for the scorched earth map. Water well, the hide suit, which will give you heat stroke if you're not careful. Now there we go. That, my friends, is a boat. I'm not sure if I haven't just completely missed the very basic raft. Well, I guess that's it. Level 16. I'm just well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that raft. Assuming I live that long. Yeah, just get a little bit of. Oh, let's grab that. Whoa! No, let's not. Doesn't mean that much to me. And we need flint. Okay. Now my pick broke. Oh, metal. I'm looking forward to you. Metal tools are not particularly hard to make. It's just a case of living long enough to get the engrams to make it. Oh, I think you've probably got a load of meat for me. Yes, yes you have. Now, I should probably try and actually kill that. Oh, put my arrows? Did I put my arrows away? That would be a fun thing to do. What level are you? I'm not sure it says. And we'll see from that, we got chitin. Maybe they don't have levels, Meganera. Maybe they're just really feeble. But a useful source of chitin, which you can do some handy things with. As you can see, I've got the specimen implant from my old body. Not sure what to do with those. But the fact that your body is you have a new body, but the memories of your previous one is weird. And although I don't think the original survivors actually had the whole coming back to life thing. I think they just, if they got killed, they got killed. But I haven't seen the cartoon, so I can't say that for sure. But I think they actually are the ones. I think they're actually the reason why we do come back to life. But it's obviously very technological. Well, that's typical. Just when I actually want a level. There we go. I mostly did that for the XP, to be honest. However, XP and levels rapidly become pretty meaningless. They're not really what the game is about. There are many more important forms of progression. And I totally lost him. how... What? That might be him making that noise. Can't see it. You get a nice bit of meat off those. No. Oh no, you're just a little baby. Head hits do damage. There we go. A lot of hide. A lot of meat. I always feel a bit mean. I'm not a natural born killer. Oh, it's a little baby. Oh, I killed its parents. So I can actually imprint on it. But if I do, the thing is babies take ridiculous amounts of food to feed. So I don't think I can be bothered. Right now. There we go. Only has 3 inventory slots, so. That will suffice. Almost leveled. Maybe if I hit this rock. Hitting the rock. It makes me big and strong. I accidentally made a ladder. I'm not going to upset you. It is almost small boat time. Oh, that's just distracting. There we go. Oh, I need to spin this first. Right. Give me my boat recipe. And a little bit more hide, a little bit more fibre. See if my other boxes have anything useful. I don't see if there's inside. Maybe it won't go. Eventually. Absolutely nothing at this moment. Oh, there it is. Oh, is it? Or is that something else? Oh. There's only way more than that. Bingo trees. Oh yes, a little bit more hide. So I need to pick somebody to murder. Probably going to be that Fiona I saw a moment ago. In the bump. Well, I guess not. It's just going to run off like that. That's what a bowler is for. To actually stop them running off. But I haven't made one yet. Hold down M for info. Oh, right. That's better. Oh, it's over there. Damn it. You're a different one? They're not to... Oh. Oh, the Dilophosaur. So convenient. But not quite enough hide. Ah, there's a dodo. Oh, baby one. I was wondering where all the dodos were. Beaches are usually full of them. Monkey! Yeah. I don't know what they need to tame. Probably berries. Wasn't expecting to run one. Ah! No, you're a different one as well. Getting a little slightly a little bit more used to micro radiuses. What are you? That was actually quite close. Oh, you're Stidgy. Stidgy. Okay, we don't want to fight that. What we want... I may have to be conscious. But I've got to find some... Better grab my miniature berries. I'm probably going to get myself killed now. This the Chico. As I said, this is from a mod. This is from a mod, but oh yeah, it's probably gonna beat the living crap out of me. Yeah, that went poorly. Let us not do that again. It's just at the moment I've got no way of knowing how tough things are really. Until I I don't know why I'm so bad at putting clothes on. There. Let's just leave him there. I don't feel like eating me. So I could easily get the last hide I need from that little fella, but I haven't the hearts. Ah, there we go. See a moth. Okay, everything's breaking. Everything's breaking. But I haven't fired. What am I looking for? I am looking for a bit more wood. Oh, yeah. There we go. Pickaxe for meat. Axe for hide. Is that Stidgy just going to hang around and taunt now? I think it is. Well, I appreciate you, one viewer. I did decide to do this at a ridiculous time of night, so it's not surprising. Shot. Let's see. I'll just put all this other stuff away for a minute and then go and get myself some wood. Oh wait, I need flint to fix my axe. Oh, I can probably fix you as well. I'll fix my hat. Okay. 40 more wood. Who's that mooching around in the bushes? I don't know, it could be a little baby. They sound the same as their parents. I think that's enough. If it isn't, I should cry. Okay, it's boat time. And that's going to be the end of my session today, I think, or this morning. Maybe I'll try and play at a slightly different time. But the thing is, my health's really bad, and I only have energy randomly, so we'll see. Oh yeah. So we'll just have a little. They're not very maneuverable. They're really quite useful. Takes a bit getting used to. I'll figure it out. Also, you can actually build chests and things on them. So, good. If it wasn't full of stuff. Move everything over. An empty chest over here, though. And there's the grab. Do you have anything important? I can. Let's pick you up as well then. What the heck? Let's pick you up. And the charcoal. Which will be useful. Ooh, the shiny mod. If you've ever played Pokemon, you know what shinies are. They're basically Pokemon with different colours. I have the shiny mod for Arc, and that's the first announcement I've seen. I'm sure there must have been others that I missed. I turned off a lot of the notifications for it, so I can't actually use a tracker or anything. They'll just be around. They're just. I just know they're somewhere on the island, and I might bump into them. But they're nice to have. They'll be kind of glowy. So I should be able to place these. I'll just put them here. Go, moving everything over. Wait, I totally moved all that the wrong way. we go. All ready for the next adventure, which is going to be getting over to Herbivore Island. Thank you very much for staying up with me. I hope that was occasionally of interest. And I will see you next time. I will get this put up on YouTube as well. Anyway, yes, take care.